It doesn't matter what you do or where you work, as everyone is looking for ways to be more productive on the job. But excessive amounts of caffeine and list making won't get you any closer to reaching peak productivity levels today. So, why are we all so obsessed with productivity? It's probably because in this digital age, staying on task and avoiding distraction is harder to accomplish than your actual work. Everyone assumes that being more productive is simply about getting more done in less time. If you are a productive person, you definitely accomplish more in months than many people do in years. I'm not going to tell you where you can buy a magic pill to take away any effort you need to make to achieve what you want, but I'm going to share with you 4 tiny tips that really work to be more productive, as you are going to see with us in the rest of the video. As a first step, you should get out of your own way. And what do I mean exactly by that? You might tend to look at all the factors of why you can't be more productive, and you might blame, complain, and point fingers at everyone and everything except yourself. When the blame can't be directed at anybody and anything else, you might then resort to using excuses, desperately searching for justification that will give you comfort. So how many excuses do you have and live by each day? I couldn't do this because, or I don't have time to do this because. I'm not saying that your excuses might not be valid, but I strongly believe that more than 80% of the time they aren't real. It is an avoidance technique that we subconsciously use. Not dealing with procrastination is a clear example of standing in your own way. Nobody else is going to suddenly make it go away. It will be there the next time you attempt to do whatever it is that you are procrastinating. So put results before comfort, get out of your own way, and stop making excuses. Like Nike says, just do it. The second tip is to cut your to-do list in half. Do you really need those 30 hacks on your to-do list? Of course not. Take a less is more approach to your to-do list by only focusing on accomplishing things that matter. Third tip is to stop multitasking. Stop trying to do 10 things at once. You should get things done more effectively and efficiently by focusing on one task at a time. As truly productive people aren't focused on doing more things. This is actually the opposite of productivity. If you really want to be productive, you've got to make a point to do fewer things. The fourth tip is to start with baby steps, then accelerate. Many people feel like whatever they do, they just can't seem to make progress. They try and they always seem to fail. What this usually means is that you are trying to skip to the end result rather than starting with realistic baby steps. As it was already said, when we spend too much time thinking about what to do, we end up wasting energy that should be used for doing. So don't forget that before you learned how to run, you first had to roll over, sit, crawl, and walk, as baby steps aren't just for babies. So we should set easy goals at the start, using the satisfaction and sense of achievement you get from completing them to power you through to the next and harder target, and the next and the next. You should write down the main goals you want to achieve and list them from easiest to hardest. Then start with the easiest goal first. You should focus solely on that goal until you've mastered it and made it a habit, and then you can move to the next goal. Fourth easiest tip in this video, take more. You should give yourself a moment to refresh by going for a walk, grabbing lunch or snack, or just meditating. You'll come back recharged and ready to achieve greater efficiency. The next tip is to follow the 80-20 rule. Only 20% of what you do each day produces 80% of your results. So you should eliminate the things that don't matter during your workday, as they have a minimal effect on your overall productivity. So the most obvious thing to do is to say yes to things that get you closer to your goal and no to things that don't. The last and sixth tip is to identify your time thieves. We all have time thieves, but most of us don't even know what they are. So if you can identify your biggest time thieves, the activities or situations that throw you off course, distract or interrupt you, or the bad habits that keep you from performing better, you will improve your results much more quickly. Finally, don't forget to put results for comfort if that is what you really want, as most people give up without ever knowing that they really can achieve their goals, meet their objectives, and transform their lives. So don't be like those people.